It's amazing, isn't it? That there's one moment in your life that can just change everything. That you can wake up not even realizing that's the day it's going to change. That that's the day that everything is going to change for you. March 7th, a Thursday, was one of those days for me. I'm pretty sure it was one of those days for a lot of you guys. But that morning, I woke up bright and early, like any other day of the week, getting ready to drop off Kyle, and of course, go to work. Really, when you think about it, it's crazy, because there was only one difference that day. Yes, sure, getting a call from Kathy before 7 a.m. is always dangerous and never a good sign. But even then, I could never imagine what was to come. I don't really know what I was thinking. I don't know if I thought maybe Dad was sick or maybe something was wrong with Maddie. But I do know that I never expected the news that I got. And poor Kathy. I know she was trying to be brave, trying to tell me the news herself. And all she got in return was me screaming and crying and begging if this was real, because I just couldn't believe that it was. I know. Who would ever do a joke like that? But believing it was a joke, a cruel, cruel joke, was easier on me than believing it was real, that I'd really lost Dad. Now, of course, at this point, my screams alerted everyone in the house. And in that moment, I lost it. I couldn't talk. I couldn't walk. I couldn't even breathe for that moment. All I could think was, how could this be? Not my dad. Not the man with so much life. No. This couldn't be. I mean, we had plans. We were supposed to do things, be together longer. I just knew this wasn't supposed to happen. Not to him. I really, really couldn't think that I would never hear him, never see him. He was just gone. And that one moment, took away the man that I considered my hero, my champion, my friend, and of course, my dear old dad. So now, here we are, and I have to find the right words to express when my heart breaks every day without him here. It's funny because a few years ago, I mentioned to Dad how Uncle Tom liked a few words I'd said about my mom online. Dad, being him, shrugged it off, stating that, yeah, Uncle Tom was going through this odd phase of getting into eulogies and stuff. Who knows if that was really true or not. But I remember thinking I was going to show Dad. I was going to do the best damn eulogy his ghost will have ever heard. I really thought at that point I'd have years upon years to do this. That by then, I would have notes and I would just blow him away. Instead, I only got a few years. And sadly, I just don't have the right words. I have no clue how to state the kind of man Dad was. The kind of husband, brother, son, uncle, peepaw, friend, and dear old Dad he was to all of us. How truly loved he was. How funny and goofy he could be, really. Ask any kid that couldn't help but to laugh when you're around Dad. Pretty much just like his own father. How much he was like Pop Pop. Even looked like Pop Pop. How he always had a story to tell you, no matter what subject you were talking about. How crazy organized he was. Maybe a bit too organized, but still. How he always wanted things done the right way, which, if you don't know him by now, means his way. How stubborn he could be. How when he'd help you out, somehow he'd end up doing it himself and taking over the whole project, even when it was a school project that I probably should have been involved with. How the man just couldn't stay still. There's always something he could be doing, somewhere to be, some place to volunteer. How he made sure you were up and at him if you were visiting him. God forbid you be lazybones to sleep in. How proud he was of not just me and my son, but of Mike, Pat, Chris, Emily, Sean, Sarah, Janine, and so many other family members. How if for some reason it's been longer than 2 weeks that we didn't talk, he would make sure to check up on me, even if all we talked about was his latest law and work or his plans for his man cave. How he loved keeping me informed with what every family member was up to, including extended family. And trust me, he was well informed. And I could always tell how proud he was of everyone. How easily he made friends, even at grocery store lines. How he would listen to your problem, help you out, but never wanted to burden others with his own problems. How he would always offer help to anyone that needed it in any way that he could. How much he loved to golf. And he had the unrealistic dream of having his only daughter become a pro. Even got me my own clubs. Unfortunately, I only wanted one lesson and to stick to putt-putting, which I kicked some butt in because of him. Thank goodness his nephews got into golfing. Thanks, Mike and Pat. How he really did think he'd live forever. When he'd help me out and I would thank him, he would just shrug it off, telling me it's okay, because when he's old and feeble, I'd be taking care of him. Of course, I'd remind him that I produced a grandson for that reason. Duh. But mostly, I wanted to find the right words to express how much he loved. Because that's what's the most important thing about him. His love for life. His love for all children. His love for strangers. His love for golf. His love for the small and, of course, the large things that happen in life. His love for friends. His love for his wife. His unconditional love for all he considered family. And, of course, his undying love for me. I tried and tried for these perfect words, but really, nothing I could say could do my dad justice. So instead of going on and on, I would like to show just a small part of that love that I found while looking through different pictures and videos. I hope you also see the loving, caring, and wonderful guy that I call Dad. Please enjoy.
Hey there now, where'd you go? You left me here, so unexpected. You changed my life, I hope you know, 'cause now I'm lost, so unprotected. In the blink of an eye, I never got to say goodbye. Like a shooting star, flying across the room, so fast, so far. You got too soon. You're part of me, and I'll never be the same here without you. You were gone too soon. Like a shining light on my darkest days, you were there to guide me. Oh, I miss you now. I wish you could see just how much your memory will always mean to me. In the blink of an eye, I never got to say goodbye. Be
Bebop Bill's always a trickster. Never ever listen to him.